Anyways, so I'm totally back into my New York vibe. You know what I really missed when I lived since living on the West Coast is I really missed the Yes Network. When I lived here 10 years ago, can't fucking believe that. I've been out in L.A. for 10 fucking years. I used to always, I would watch the Yes Network and root against the Yankees. That was like my shit. I never watched the Mets. I could never get into the fucking Mets. But that's what I would do. I would watch almost every single Yankee game, as many of them as I could. Or I'd watch the replays when I got home, and I would just sit there and I would just root against them. But, I mean, you had to watch them. They were like this $200 million juggernaut. And I used to always go to Yankee Stadium. I'd go by myself because I lived on the east side. You could just jump on the fucking, the 456, take it right up to the Bronx, Old Yankee Stadium, which was actually renovated Old Yankee Stadium. And I would sit in like the fucking upper deck for like $12. And I'd keep score like an old man. And I used to watch Clemens and, Mike Mussina, that whole era. But I remember like in 1998, the 1998 Yankees, I got to go to a couple games that year, knowing full well that I was watching what looked like was going to be one of the great teams of all time. And, 20 years later, I still believe that. And, but I used to fucking root against them, especially Clemens. I used to root against that guy hard. And, so if I lived here, once again, I would be going to games because now they got Aaron Judge. And Jesus, Needy. You're looking good.
Thank you.
Anyways, I used to always go up there and I would just root against them. But now they got Aaron Judge. And even a Red Sox fan, you got to give it up to the fucking Yankees. They're the greatest franchise of all time as far as spotting talent. Do you realize for basically the last 80 out of 100 years, that'd be a century, Nia. 100 years is a century. Do you understand that? Huh?
Okay.
Why are you clamming up? Where are you going right now?
I'm going to go to see about the baby.
Oh, okay. For the last 80 out of the last 100 years, they have scouted and picked the guy. There's no other fucking franchise out there that can say it. They bought Babe Ruth, all right? The Red Sox fucking owner was so goddamn pussy-whipped. He had to keep his fucking wife quiet, and she wanted to fucking, I don't even know what the play was. But he needed to finance her fucking Broadway play to just shut her the fuck up, and he sells Babe Ruth. No excuse for that. It's not like we didn't know who the fuck he was. The guy was winning Cy Young Awards and hitting a fucking zillion home runs, and we still get rid of him because this fucking lady had to get a little tap dance fucking Fosse shit going, right? So they don't get credit for that one. That was a dumb move by the fucking Red Sox, and everybody knew that Babe was the shit. However, this is what they've done for the last 80 fucking years, all right? From their farm system, they went Lou Gehrig to Joe DiMaggio to Mickey Mantle, right? Then they had a little dip. George Steinbrenner comes in. The Oakland A's don't want to pay anybody. He buys the fucking Oakland A's. They win 2 championships. Fuck all of that. Then he buys Dave Winfield. Fuck all of that. It's a bad 20, 25 years in there, okay? Then fucking Derek Jeter. Oh, I forgot. No, wait. I forgot. What's his face? Don Mattingly. The reason why people don't look at him like he's one of the greats is because he never won a fucking World Series. But Don Mattingly to Derek Jeter to Aaron Judge. You can argue with me on Don Mattingly. He wasn't quite one of the greats of the greats. But, this fucking Aaron Judge, it's like Paul Bunyan's coming up to the plate. 6'7". Did you see that home run he had against Seattle the other night? He almost fucking hit it out of the stadium. You're not supposed to be able to do that. He hit it so hard, so fucking far, they couldn't measure it. I think they said 440 feet, which, I've heard of shit going farther, but it's that's just because the top of the stadium stopped it. Jesus, those Seattle pitchers get lit up, don't they? Did you ever see that one McGuire hit off of Randy Johnson? He almost put a hole in the roof of the fucking Kingdome. Yeah, that was a brutal combination of like a 100-mile-an-hour pitch meeting fucking Androstein. Whatever the fuck he was on. If you're old enough to remember what it was like to watch a roided up professional athlete hitting baseballs and watching that fucking laser show that those guys put on, I don't think you can argue that steroids definitely should be in the game. They're gonna be. Like, all they gotta do is just work on the side effects and just get it down. Just like weed, you know, where you got the vaporizer. Just, if they can, like, vaporize like steroids. Can you imagine that? You pull a muscle or whatever the fuck you're feeling like an old man, you just breathe in that mist. Your fucking muscles repair like a goddamn X-Man. And every day feels like the first day of spring. Oh my God, am I singing Tony Bennett? If I ruled the world, every day would be like the first day of spring. So they've done it at, like, with Aaron Judge, I just have, that's the greatest fucking franchise of all time, as far as their ability to see the guy, know the guy is the guy, and somehow sign him before anybody else. I don't know how the fuck they do it. Like, how does everybody else miss out on Aaron Judge? I could see missing out on Derek Jeter, you know? I could definitely see that. He was a kid, you know, what, another 6'3", 6'4" fucking guy. I mean, there's a zillion of those. But a 6'7" guy coming up there like the fucking Jolly Green Giant, like, how do you miss that guy? Somehow everybody does. I know there's probably some people out there arguing for the Lakers. Now, I got to give respect to the Lakers as far as in my lifetime, from 1968 until now, the Los Angeles Lakers have won more championships than anybody else in my lifetime. Believe it or not, it is the Lakers. They won, they won like one in the 70s, 5 in the 80s. That's 6, and then they won 5 with Kobe and 1,000 fucking free agents. So that's 11. And the only person that comes close to that in my lifetime would be the Canadians, where they won at 68, 69, 71, 73, 76, 77, 78, 79, 86, 93. They won 10. Anyways, but I don't count, like, the Lakers, like, the real story of the Los Angeles Lakers is fucking free agents. You know, like when they always try to get someone to join and become part of the history of the great Lakers centers, and every one of them is a fucking free agent, except for the first giant white dude, that George, whatever the fuck his name was. I almost said Murasan. What the fuck was that guy's name? I don't know. He looked like a giant science teacher. He actually played with Minneapolis. Mikan? What the fuck was his name? I can't remember. Anyways, then you got Kareem. He was a Milwaukee Buck, right? Shaq. Like, they're all just fucking, you know. Wilt. They're all just from someplace else. So I have a bad feeling that fucking LeBron James is going to go out there, and that the Lakers are eventually, you know, despite whatever Danny Ainge does, I just think it's inevitable that the Lakers will pass the Celtics as far as number of championships, because for the simple fact, we cannot offer what the Lakers can offer. I've said this before. Like, this is our pitch. Hey, you know, do you want to come to racist Boston with shitty fucking weather and bang sixes? Or do you want to go to racist fucking Los Angeles, fuck movie stars, and feel like you're in Hawaii with the weather? You know what I mean? We can't fucking compete with that. We can't compete with that. So that's fucking it. You know, and then, like, our colors, you know, our fucking mascot's a goddamn leprechaun. I mean, we just can't get any whiter. The Lakers have, like, you know the colors of somebody that has no money, but they want to fucking look like they're doing something. That's what the Lakers colors are, with the gold and the purple. You know what I mean? The Lakers just scream new money. Like, you ever remember when you used to watch those MTV Cribs, and you'd watch some fucking idiot, you know, with a giant fucking, he'd have like a fish tank in his fireplace, you know, yet the fire still works, son, you know? Like those, you look at that shit, you're like, this guy's going to go fucking broke. This guy's going to go broke. Look, he's got like 20 people hanging out in his fucking house. This guy's going to go broke. That's when I look at the Lakers uniforms. That's what I see. Especially those old road ones, those purple ones. I don't know. I always thought their uniforms were a little silly. I like the home ones, but the road ones always look really silly to me. But anyways, we're just like, green and white. We got a fucking, top of the morning to you, fucking mascot. I mean, I can't imagine what Danny Ainge has to say to people to try to get them to come to Boston. No. The N-word, that was shouted at a Red Sox game this year, not at a Celtics game. I mean, it's fucking brutal. Having said that, though, I feel like the cops in L.A. beat the shit out of black people way more. I don't know. It's a push. As far as, like, the racism, it's a push. People always sit there and they try to act like all the racism is in the South and in Boston. But you go out to L.A., it's fucking ridiculous. They got all the black people quarantined, in this little area that's, coincidentally enough, final approach for fucking LAX. They got goddamn jets flying over their fucking heads every day. Fucking 500 feet off the fucking ground. 4 runways all day long. People just landing on final fucking approach. That wouldn't make you fucking be in a certain mood. I know it would with me.